What is up, F and True followers, wrestling fans, and members of the YWC? JC Styles here with the F and brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com with the Friday Night Smackdown review. Yes, I'm shooting this video a little bit earlier in the day just in case if I'm not able to make it back in time for Smackdown and to catch up with to do the review with Brian later on tonight. So I wanted to sit down and do the review for you guys so you would have something just in case. We start off Smackdown with Daniel Bryan and AJ walking to the ring. We hear AJ talk about how much of a great lover Daniel Bryan is, how soft his lips are, how he's so courageous, and how he's been such a great boyfriend. Out comes Sheamus. Sheamus gets on the mic and basically says, "You say your boyfriend's cowardly. I call him a sniffling little coward. He has the softest lips. I don't even want to go there. All I want to do is go to WrestleMania where I'm going to kick Daniel Bryan's teeth down his throat." We also, during this segment, get a Danny Boy chant because Daniel Bryan earlier in the promo said that he didn't want to be called Danny by AJ in public. Then we go into the first match of the night. We see R-Truth with Little Jimmy to take on Mark Henry. This match was definitely a good match. I mean, these guys went all out. R-Truth definitely pushed Mark Henry over the last couple of weeks in this match because the last couple of matches Mark Henry have been 1, 2, 3 quick matches. We see R-Truth climb the top rope to go for a high cross body, but is caught and gets hit with a World's Strongest Slam. Mark Henry is your winner. Before the match starts, we see a screen cap of the current look at what Team Long versus Team Laurinaitis will look like. We see Santino, Kofi, and R-Truth for Team Long, and for Team Johnny, we see Christian, Otunga, Mark Henry, Ziggler, and Jack Swagger. And we find out that we get 2 new members of Team Long a little bit later on in the show. We then move into the next segment of the night. We see Yokozuna's video package for the Hall of Fame. He will be inducted. There's a lot of rumors going around that it is confirmed that Bret Hart will be inducting Yokozuna. I honestly would have thought that they might have had Rikishi and the Usos induct him because the Usos are Yokozuna's nephews, and likewise with Rikishi. So Yokozuna will join the 2 classes, the 2012 Hall of Fame. He will join the 4 Horsemen: Ron Simmons, Mike Tyson, Mil Mascaras, and the Rated R superstar Edge. We see a backstage segment with Teddy Long, Kofi Kingston, Santino, and Oksana. In comes walking Zack Ryder with Hornswoggle. Teddy Long says, "You're gonna have to go bigger if you want to be on this team. Basically the rallies every show aren't working." So he's like, "You want to go bigger?" In comes walking the Great Khali with Zack Ryder's shirt and glasses and does the woo 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 fist pump. And he goes, "If you choose me, you will get Great Khali as well." So we see Teddy Long add Zack Ryder and the Great Khali to Team Teddy at WrestleMania. Then the next match of the night, we see AJ pick up the win over Brie Bella. We see with outside distraction by Nikki and Daniel Bryan. Fantastic match. We actually see AJ pull out a Fuji armbar, which is very unique. We don't really see the Divas doing arm bars or submission type maneuvers like that, and it was very good. That move stood out through the whole match. We then hear we have a Bella segment where we hear the Bellas hype up the Team Teddy versus Team Laurinaitis match at WrestleMania, where Brie says, Nikki goes, "Well, me and my sister don't always get along." She's cheering for Team Laurinaitis. I'm cheering for Team Teddy. Then she goes on with a Team Teddy cheer, and then we go on to the next match. Jack Swagger versus the newly added member to Team Long, Zack Ryder. Now, this match was fantastic. I mean, if Zack Ryder was set out to impress Teddy Long, he did just that. He picked up the win over Jack Swagger in a fantastic match. Then we see a Cody Rhodes interview from earlier in the day. We see he talks about Big Show and how that Big Show's most embarrassing moment is going to come at WrestleMania 28 when he loses to Cody Rhodes. This also led into the Big Show versus Kane match. Another great match of the night. Both members went out there and fought their hardest. It was a very strong, brute match, and it was interrupted by Cody Rhodes as he got involved and kicked the Big Show. Big Show picked up the win via disqualification after chasing Cody through the crowd. We then see a shot of the ring, and we see Randy Orton slither under the bottom rope and hit a big RKO on Kane. We then see the Funkasaurus Rex pick up a win over Heath Slater. Now, thumbs up if you want to see the Funkasaurus Brodus Clay pick up and be the 6th and final member of Team Long. Like this video. I'm just joking. You don't have to, but if you want to, that would be great. Then we see a Zack Ryder versus Zack Ryder and Eve segment. We see the two talking backstage and how that they're both going to WrestleMania. Zack Ryder goes on to talk and says to Eve that you're beautiful and very smart, and then she kind of gets real snotty and says, "You know what? Is that just something new you just found out? You're saying I was never smart. Beauty doesn't come with brains." And basically she calls off their date that they had and she walks off. We then see John Lord. We see the Great Khali versus Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler picks up the win when we see a new attempt at a New Jersey screw job at from Laurinaitis. We see Teddy get back in the ring and restarts the match and gives Ziggler the count to 10 to get in the ring. Ziggler does not reach the ring in time and winner by count out the Great Khali. Then we see Santino and Kofi Kingston grab Dolph Ziggler, throw him back into the ring, and Ziggler gets chopped down. Then for your big main event, we saw WWE Champion CM Punk and Sheamus pick up the win and take on The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Now this was a fantastic, solid tag team match. Great wrestling all around. These guys are definitely main event WrestleMania caliber. It's just very discouraging that we will not see The Miz involved in a match at WrestleMania. After Daniel Bryan runs off after tagging The Miz in, we see Sheamus hit the bro kick on The Miz to pick up the win for his team to end the show. Guys, please like this video, comment, subscribe if you have not. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you next Monday, this coming Monday, for the Monday Night Raw review, and have a great weekend.